Hi, how's it going, everybody? My name is Aaron Darrow, and if you're watching this, you're watching my very first installation of what I hope to start my own little horror movie review show. Just basically just me. I'm a big horror fan. I'm a big horror buff. Um, been to a few conventions. Met a lot of people. As you can see behind me, there's some of the autographs on the wall. But I'm just a big, huge horror fan, and I guess it's solely for purely for entertainment purposes that anyone would watch this. I'm not that entertaining, but hopefully you might learn something, or you might find out about a movie that you never knew about, and you might want to take a look at it. That's basically my goal is to help people find new movies out there. And I'm always looking to find new movies. If you got any information on new stuff coming out, I'd love to check it out and review it for you. Uh, so let's get started here. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I picked at random, I think about 4 or 5 movies. Um, they just so happen to be VHS old tapes that I had. Um, and I'll start with The Unnameable. It's a movie that was made. It was based off of actual written work of H.P. Lovecraft, The Unnameable. Um, not real too sure when this was made. I believe it was made sometime in the 90s, the early 90s. And basically, it's like about a monster. It's about a this guy's daughter who it has something to do with quantum physics, I know, and demons, um, from what I remember. Uh, this girl becomes possessed by some demonic creature from another dimension, and she's shunned away basically. And what happens is years pass, and this group of people go to the house where she's been kept all these years, and she's unleashed, and she kills a bunch of people. The actually the what I like about this movie is I really enjoy the creature effects in it. I'm not too sure who did it. I'm really not too sure who did the creature effects, but they're really great. I really enjoyed the monster. Looks really cool. Um, it's a good movie. It's not the greatest movie. It's entertaining, and the girl who actually plays the creature, the unnameable, does a really great job. I think. Uh, executing that part, being scary. Um, Once again, I'm not like a horror genius or anything. I don't know all the details, but I'm just trying to provide you with a little insight on each of these films. So I'd say probably out of a 1 to 10 rating, I'd probably rate this about maybe a 7, maybe 6.5. But again, it's a pretty good movie. It's worth watching if you can find a copy of it. I'll move on to the next movie, and that's this one. It's called School's Out. I believe it was It is. It's a Fangoria Presents. Those of you who are familiar with the magazine Fangoria, pretty much everybody who's a horror fan should know of Fangoria. Um, they're like, or they're up there. They're pretty much like the first, I believe. I'm not sure if they're the first horror magazine or not. I may be wrong. Not too sure, but they're certainly uh, very well known, and I definitely collect Fangoria. Um, this movie is a decent movie. It's kind of, I suppose, like it's kind of a slasher movie. I'm a big fan of slasher movies, so it's kind of right up my alley. It's not real gory or anything, you know, um, like a lot of the great slasher movies of the 1980s. But it does have a certain level of, I think it's has a certain level of suspense that a lot of um these wannabe slasher movies that are out there that that they're lacking. It actually has some moments that are very tense. Basically, what it is there's a killer, and he wears this crazy looking. I don't know if it's like a jester outfit or it's some kind of clown jester looking outfit, and he has these big shears, these big scissors that he goes around, and they're at this school. I believe it's like a college, and there's about 5 or 6 people that decide to spend the night in there, and for whatever reason I forget, the killer happens to be there, and he starts offing them. Of course, there's more to the story. It does have a story. Um, I actually really enjoy this movie. It's a foreign movie, I believe. The dubbing is it's dubbed. I think it may be an Italian movie. I'm not really sure. Um, but once again, like I said, it's like a slasher movie. It's called School's Out. I believe it was made in the late 90s. Probably on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd rate it about 7.5, 8. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Um, when you watch a foreign movie, it's some people don't really like it. They can't get around the dubbing part of it. They think it's cheesy and stuff like that. But I actually think it's actually not too bad of a movie myself. I'll probably get bashed. Somebody will bash me for it, but that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, I'm willing, I openly invite people to express their opinions about these movies. The next one I have here is a more familiar title. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. A lot of people are familiar with this one. Some people are not. If you're not a horror fan, some people don't even realize that they ever made sequels to these movies. Some people don't even know what the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is. They just know the title. And some people know it just because of the remake, of course, which I think is sad. But uh, and I'll get on to talking about remakes on another show. But anyways, this Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, it's kind of a movie where, you have certain fans. You have kind of the fans that really like it and really enjoyed it and found the humor in it and also really thought it was a good movie with actually some scary moments in it and great special effects. And then you have some that bashed the movie and didn't care for it at all and thought it was ridiculous. Either way you look at it, like I said, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I happen to like the film.